What's up, guys? This is the Drop That Podcast. I'm your host, Eddie Jax. This episode for Fight Talk is brought to you by Layback TV. Over 10,000 channels, movies on demand, every sports channel, all the languages, everything you need. Go on that Apple Store, go on your Play Store and see how you can download it on your apps. On your devices, on iPhones or Androids. Now, we got this week is Fight Week, okay? And we got Islam Makhachev taking on Ian Machado Gary for the UFC Welterweight Championship. Going down in Philly, baby. Philly. It's the only fight I'm really interested in, to be honest, out of that whole card. But whatever. I'm sure everybody is going to come with their A-game. Mackenzie Dern, Edson Barbosa, and the list goes on. Usually I do a segment called Who You Got? And some have been winning, some have been losing. I mean, yeah, Khamzat Chimaev suffered a shocking defeat against Sean Strickland. Strickland became the two-time UFC middleweight champ. What was it? Justin Gaethje upsetted Ilia Topuria at the UFC Freedom 250 card at the White House. Became the undisputed lightweight champion in the main event. And Conor McGregor went down with an injury to his knee, and pretty much had to suffer another TKO at the hands of the debuting welterweight fighter, Max Holloway. And I think that's the reason why we're not getting enough promotion on UFC 330 in Philly with Islam versus Gary, because it was wasted pretty much on, their what was it? They exhausted the promo because of the White House, and they wasted promo on International Fight Week due to Conor McGregor. But I'm going to go on a limb and say Ian Machado Gary has the more tools and is going to find a way to ease his way to a victory against Islam Makhachev. So I got Ian Machado Gary becoming the new UFC welterweight champion and upsetting Islam Makhachev. Just a hunch. Let me see what else we got. We got RAF. I don't get this one, right? So here it's going down in Las Vegas for the middleweight crossover championship. Arman Tsarukyan takes on Danis. Now here's the problem with this, right? Arman Tsarukyan was on a winning streak until he suffered a defeat against Colby Covington. He wrestled Colby Covington for the cruiserweight crossover championship and lost. Now he's going to middleweight. And he's taking on a guy who's 0-2. Who lost not only to Khamzat Chimaev, but they both lost to Colby Covington. So, how is that interesting how Danis is getting a RAF championship shot after losing his last two matches in the same year? I don't know, but I really want to go. I want Danis to win, but we all know he's not. Okay. Devin Haney is in talks of a WBO welterweight championship defense against Jack Cattrall, the former 140-pound champion. I'm not going to believe in any Devin Haney title defense for the WBO welterweight championship until we get an announcement for a fight. I think that's fair. Bella Thorne, daughter of former two-time UFC heavyweight champion Frank Mir. Bella Thorne. What the fuck is wrong with me? I'm so sorry, guys. Bella Mir. Okay, Bella Mir, daughter of legendary Hall of Famer and former two-time heavyweight champion Frank Mir. I got to see Frank Mir face a lot of different people. Big Nog. I've seen him face Brock Lesnar twice. Let me see. Shane Carwin. List goes on. But his daughter, she's been making so much of a impact. She became NCAA champion. She became a winner at UFC BBJ, which is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. BJJ, I'm sorry, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. She's making her debut at Dana White Contender Series, which she's headlining. And her goals is to be BJJ champion, UFC champion, Zuffa boxing champion, and Olympic champion. I say the future is very bright for this young lady. She's got a believer in Dana White who can make the BJJ, UFC, and Zuffa boxing situation happen. But she also has a great coach in her father. All the talents, all the skills that you would think go to the sons, he's showing you could also bring it to the daughters. And she's a beast. But I saw a match of hers for the first time a while back, and it was before I found out that was Frank Mir's daughter. I did not know. This chick is fucking beast mode, and with the tools of striking and jiu-jitsu that she will learn from her father, she's going to be a fucking beast. I'm just kind of curious on what division she's going to be in. If I had to pick, I would say it's 135. 135, because at 125, she's definitely going to be a bully. Let me see, what else? Conor Benn makes an announcement that his fight with Ryan Garcia for not only the WBC welterweight title, but it looks like the Zuffa boxing welterweight title is going to be his last fight at 147. Here, that's why I got a problem with that. It's like he don't want to cut down to 147 anymore. He'd rather fight at 154, 160, or 168. So that means if you beat Ryan Garcia, we're not expecting a title defense. We're not expecting a unification of belts or an undisputed championship. So we probably need Ryan Garcia to win this fight. And I say if he wins this fight, Oscar De La Hoya is not going to let this down from Dana White. He's going to be talking shit. Clapback Thursdays are going to be added more weight if Ryan Garcia defeats Conor Benn. Now, before we go, we just got word that Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua's fight has been delayed. Joshua wants to fight in the UK. Netflix wants to fight in the US. Tyson Fury doesn't even care where. Well, at least that helps. But Netflix being the partner, they're going to put the money up. I see why they want it in the US. They would make a killing in the US. I see why AJ needs it to be in the UK. Because let's call it what it is. Tyson Fury is the A side in this situation. You know, because Anthony Joshua got the DAZN situation. He was only on Netflix fighting Jake Paul back in December. Fury fought in April and recently on Netflix. So Netflix is going to favor Fury as the A side, while Anthony Joshua is a DAZN fighter. You know? And if he's a DAZN fighter, then he's B side. You look at the Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua fight, Joshua's name is last. So, I don't know. It's not really looking good because we're in August. These guys would have to, if we're going to do this fight in November, they would have to start their training camp somewhere in late September. I don't know. But that's all we got for Fight Talk. Not really much this past week. Hit the sub button, get those hypes up, get the likes up. Comment. Let me know what y'all think of two guys on a losing path. Arman Saruki and Danis. How do y'all feel about them in RAF? How you guys think Bella Thorne? I keep calling her Bella Thorne. I am so sorry. Bella Mir. How she's gonna do in Dana White's Contender Series? You think she's gonna make the upset of the upsets? Conor Benn. How do you feel about him not fighting at 147 anymore after moving up, even if he wins the title? And where do you think Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua should be at? Do you think it's in the U.S.? Where in the U.S.? And if you don't think it's in the U.S., where in the U.K.? But I'm your boy Eddie Jackson. Drop that podcast. Make y'all have a good night, all right? Be easy. Peace.